Hey everybody, Joy here. It is Saturday, September 12, 2020. And it just so happens I'm alone this morning. Oh, I know you're thinking, what happened to you? We thought you died. I know. Well, just things. For one thing, my husband is in the house. Has been all week because his back. You know, he hurt his back when we were moving. Let me take a sip. Y'all get your coffee. This may take a while. I've been gone. Get your coffee. Let's have a sip. Coconut mocha. My friend Terry hates it. All right, I'll cut that out if it was too loud a sip for Cherry. Well, my husband, my husband Jerry, he hurt his back when we were moving from our other house. Well, his back got well, and he was fine. He took some pain medications and didn't do anything for a while, and he was fine. Well, then he started doing heavy lifting again. We can't get anybody down here to fix stuff that needs to be fixed, right? So we have bricks. Everything's 21 years old here. And so the bricks around our front porch, the mortar has come out of them, and the bricks have like broken from years of rain and stress and all that stuff. We can't find anybody to fix it. As you know, our shower's still not fixed. No. It's just on hold. No door, not done. So Jerry decided he was going to watch YouTube videos and teach himself how to do brickwork. And he did. And he ordered tool after tool after tool after tool. He has all kinds of hoes and rakes and saws and sanders and just all kinds of stuff. So the last thing that happened was he had to go and get the cement and the sand. Well, those things are 60-pound bags. 60-pound bags. He had to have 8 or 10 of them. I don't remember how many. Went to Home Depot. I wasn't there. Why do women nag? I tell him all the time. Women wouldn't be nags if they didn't have husbands. I would have insisted that somebody else put that stuff in his truck. But no. He even admitted, I just hate to ask for help. So he picked up those 60-pound bags himself and put them in his truck. The next day he woke up, he could hardly walk. So it's not his back, it's his back sometimes, but most of the time it's a pain that goes down his leg and into his foot. And we all know what that is. We all know that originates in your back, right? So, hold on one second. That's problem number 2, allergies. Oh, you can hear it in my voice. Allergies have been a disaster lately. Anyway, I'm still going to try to make this video. There may be a whole bunch of sneeze breaks in there. So anyway, the pain started going down his leg and in his foot. And he tried to ignore it for a few days, and finally it got so bad he just couldn't stand it. So we went to his doctor. His doctor took an x-ray. She's sending the x-ray to some spine guy. And Jerry's got to have an MRI. I don't know when. But anyway, the whole reason I'm telling you that is he's been in the house. He's been in the house all day, every day. And when he's here, I feel like my kid's home from school and I've got to take care of him. And so I can't concentrate on talking to you guys. Number one, I feel guilty. I feel guilty that I'm up here. I don't have any pain. I'm enjoying my machines. I'm enjoying you. I'm enjoying my YouTube channel, and he's downstairs hurting. And so that really, it makes me feel bad. I feel like I need to go down there and be with him and bring him a drink and bring him a snack and fix his lunch. I'll always fix his meals anyway. But anyway, he's sitting on the bed watching YouTube channels about fishing. And so I think, well, I'd rather be on the bed watching a YouTube channel about fishing than actually having to go. So I'll sit there for hours and watch people tie hooks on with all different knots and watch people catch fish from all over the place. So anyway, that's kind of why you haven't seen me. I've made videos. I've made lots and lots of videos. But I'm so distracted, or he'll come up here, or I'll have to go down there. I don't know. It's just been unusual around here, okay? Let's put it that way. And the videos that I have made you, I'm so distracted that I'm not making them well. And I'll go over to my chair and my computer to edit them, and then I'll have to do insert 1, insert 2, insert 3, insert 4. The whole video's nothing but inserts. So that's where I've been. I apologize. But he's gone. He's gone. He was feeling better today, thank God. Just his foot's hurting him now. And so he had to go to the post office. He's decided, finally, that he can't do the brickwork. He just can't do it because of the weight of it, the heavy lifting and everything. So we've gone to Angie's List, and he thinks he found somebody's called the Brick Doctor. And so the Brick Doctor is supposed to call or come or whatever. So we'll see. Hold on a second. All right, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing, what I've been working on, okay? You remember my new counterbook pattern filing system I talked about a while ago? Well, there were 2 more, I guess you call them indie patterns, 2 more places I had patterns. And I knew I had patterns there, but I thought, heck with those, I'm just going to ignore them and leave them there. And so back in my attic, you know, this started out being one gigantic huge attic, and now this part of it's my sewing room, but the other part of the attic is still here. That's why you've got these 2 little doors. You probably think, well, why is she taller than the door? So there's a door on each side, so there's still attic both sides of this room. So one of the sides is where I keep all of my quilting, batting, and all my supplies for sewing, and that machine that cuts out the shapes, that Go machine. And I just have all kinds of stuff back there. Well, way in the back, I have some shelving. And on the shelves, I had some pattern holder boxes with only silhouette patterns. And then I had another box with only cutting line design patterns. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to leave those there. Who cares? Well, then I decided, well, good grief, you might as well finish the job, Joy. I went ahead and bought another binder. And I'm going to have just my indie patterns in there, I decided. So I thought, well, I'll go back there and I'll get those few little silhouette patterns that I have, and I'll take pictures of them. And maybe I'll take 2 pictures of each one, and I'll put 1 picture in my counter book with all the other tops and blouses and separates and stuff. And then I'll put a picture in the indie book. And then I decided, no, I'll just take 1 picture of each. So I went in there and I got out silhouette patterns. I haven't gotten out cutting line design yet. I wanted to show you how many pictures there are. This is only silhouette pattern, y'all. Silhouette patterns. I don't know how many are here. There must be 100. I don't know, maybe 50 or 60. I'm terrible with numbers, as y'all know. If I have to do math that's over 2 plus 2, I usually have to call Terry or get my calculator. But anyway, this is how many I came up with. On silhouette patterns that drive me crazy, that always give me trouble. I don't have any trouble with the front and the back, and the bust thing is, you know, it's got bust sizing, so that works out really good for me. But the armholes and the sleeves, the armholes and the sleeves are just extremely problematic for me, because if I get a pattern big enough for my hips and my bust, then the armholes are gigantic. And so she has what's called these armhole templates, but her armhole templates just make it worse for me. If I use her armhole template and you change the armhole, one of them comes up an inch and one of them goes down an inch. And I'm like, well, how can that possibly work? That makes no sense whatsoever. How could the side seams match? And if you email her and you ask her, she'll say, well, you just need to use them. You're probably not using them right. Try again, you know. So anyway, that's the worst problem I have. What I need to do is just figure it out for myself and quit using her template. So I have every single pattern I own copied now, except for Cutting Line Designs. Now, Cutting Line Designs is Louise Cutting. Louise Cutting is a specialist, rocket scientist on instructions. Her patterns have the best instructions in the whole wide world. The best pictures, the best instructions. Oh, compare them to Peggy's, and it's just 2 completely different planets. Peggy's will have the picture upside down, or the inside showing instead of the outside showing of the fabric. And this is me, y'all. This is me, okay? My review. I know a lot of you love Peggy's patterns. That's wonderful. That's fabulous. So I'm working on that. That's one of my projects, is to get this done. So The next project I've been working on is a new top by Judy Kessinger. Judy Kessinger said, I want to have a top with your name on it. And so I told her, I said, I've been wanting to try to do a top with a square neck. So she made a top with my name on it that has a square neck. Okay? So far I have made 3 of them. I said, send me the pattern and I'll make some up. Well, believe it or not, the square neck is not hard to do. It really isn't. You just make a facing and sew it on and turn it around. It's not hard to do. But I'm having a really hard time making it fit me well. I have made 3 of them so far. Every neckline I have changed. This is number 2. I have made 2 of them out of the cotton knit that I got from Girl Charlie. And I have made this one out of the regular slinky knit that I get from Fabric Mart Fabrics. The, what kind of knits are these? Lycra? What's the name? What's the name? Tell me the name. Tell me the name. I know you know it. I know you're saying it to me. Say it loud. Maybe it'll come to me. Oh, what is this fabric called? Oh, what kind of knit? What kind of knit? What kind of knit? Oh my goodness. ITY, I heard you, it came through, I heard it come right through the camera. ITY knits, that's what this is. Okay, I have thousands of them. Well, maybe not thousands, a bunch, dozens at least. So, the first 2 were the cotton knits. I had the most trouble with those. I found cotton knit to be, I don't know, I don't want to say heavy. It's not heavy, but it's really different. Let me show you one. Number 1's in the washing machine because I got my dinner all over it the other night. I don't remember what we were eating, but it had like a spaghetti sauce type thing on it. Anyway, this is number 3. And part of this Joy top, part of the thing about it is it has embroidery with it. And she gives you the embroidery, but it's just really a circle, a small circle, and the rest of it actually is just decorative stitches on your sewing machine. And I just thought, oh my God, I love that. I've never used those decorative stitches, never, ever, ever. And this is what a great idea to use your decorative stitches. So see how I used them on this top? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, the sneezing, the allergies, it's just outrageous. But I want to do this while Jerry's gone, so I'm going to continue. Anyway. This is some of that cotton knit that I got from Girl Charlie. Now this one doesn't seem to be as hard to get along with as the first one that I made. But what happens is the pink one, if you like poked anything in it, it would like leave, this one doesn't do it near as bad. It would leave a dent. It just was very, very pokey. I don't even know how to explain it. But when I'm wearing it, I'm always smoothing it out. I don't think this one's the same. They're the same knit. They're the same, got them from the same place, the same time, the same date. This one does. It still kind of holds the dents a little bit. It's hard to make it. See this, no denting. It's just, it just flows. It's soft and I love it. And the cotton knits are supposed to be cooler, you know. Although this is cool enough. This one, what happened was I didn't get it lengthened enough with my FBA in the front. So the back turned out a little bit longer than the front. But I'm not changing it. It's just going to have to work out. This one's perfect. This one's longer in the front, shorter in the back like it's supposed to be. Yes, I put the full bust adjustment. Yes, I put the round back. Yes, I put the sway back. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. It's called the Joy Top. And I'm sure Judy will make it available to everybody in one of her monthly things, or I don't know how she'll do it. So, here's the thing about the square neck, is it sags right here. This one actually doesn't very bad. If I stand up straight and I behave, then my neck is fine because I took this one in a little bit. But here's my pattern, and you can see that I've taken it in 2 times here in the neck. 2 times. So this was 1 time. This one, the neck's been taken in 1 time also. My next one is going to be out of this version that has 2 tucks in the neck. So when you're working with a square, when you take these tucks out of the fullness of the front, it changes this line right here. And a square has to be a 90 degree. So I have had to fiddle with that quite a bit, but you might not. You might not have to fiddle with it at all. I mean, if you're not, you know, just bones and skin wrapped around it up here. I mean, I'm serious. I'm just, and then all of a sudden boobs. And so I always have to make things narrower in here and in the shoulders, okay? But other than that, and you notice mine has a bust dart. The first one, I moved the bust dart down into the bottom. Well, it looked like I was wearing a giant, giant bell. And I did not like it. It did not look good. And so I took most of that out of it. I took the side seams way in and took most of that out of it. And then I decided instead of moving this dart down into the bottom, I would just make a French dart. And so this blue one has the French dart. See? This is an insert. I'm going to do 2 inserts. I just got this out of the dryer. I can tell you, cotton knit has to be ironed. Now this is the one. It's a cotton knit, just like the blue one I showed you. I'm going to try it on for you too. But this is the one that if there's a wrinkle or a crease or a bump, it just stays in it. See, it's just different. And this one I made just according to the pattern, and I didn't take this part in at all, so I ended up having to take this big tuck. After it was completely made, I took that tuck in it. And hey, it doesn't look that bad, does it? You can always use another bust dart these days. All right, so this is the Joy Top version 1. Originally, it was much fuller, and it looked absolutely horrible. And so I simply, when you move the bust dart down into the bottom, it's going to add a lot of fullness. But you can take it out at the side seams, and the bust dart still stays in there. I don't know how. Learned that from Peggy Sagers. Brilliant. What she does is if she adds fullness in here, she just takes it all off at the sides. So, and I made it again with the stitching, with the fancy stitches on your, everybody has them. Oh my gosh, use them. Now this is different than the way Judy did it. When you see the Joy Top that Judy does, she does it differently. But it takes longer to put these stitches on here than to make the entire blouse. I'm not kidding you. And so I just said, you know, they're going to be there and that's all. So this is version number 1. You saw version number 2 already. I'm going to put on version number 3. All right, my friends, this is top number 3. And this top actually is the worst in the square, insofar as how it lays against me. This one I had taken 1 tuck here, and you can see I've still got some fullness in here. So that's why the next one's going to have 2 tucks. And I lowered the neck an inch right here, and it doesn't lay against me here or here. It sticks out. I also put some fusee knit back here, thinking it would help it stay square some more, but it's kind of, you can almost see it. A little shelf. I don't know if you still can, but you could when I first put it on. But I'm loving the French dart. I'm loving the fullness. I have measured all the way around and it measures the same. So it's the same in the front and the back. So, I don't know. We'll see how number 4 comes out, okay? Number 4 is going to be another cotton, because I love doing the embroidery. Do you see the embroidery on this? I think I showed it to you up close. It's just fancy stitches. It's not an embroidery machine. It's just one of the fancy stitches. I need to embroider my neck. Take in a lot of these wrinkles. I hate to get close to the camera. Okay, so it's definitely wearable. I like it. I'll wear it. I'll keep it. But number 4, hopefully, I'm going to raise it back up a little bit. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. And I'm taking another tuck in the center front. So we shall see. You know me. I am a perfectionist to my own frustration. But at least when I'm deep into a project like this. I know some of you have made several of your SureFit Designs garments. My friend Libby, oh, hers is so close, so close. She's having a little trouble in the shoulder area. Let me tell y'all something. This is for you, Libby. Go, I need to draw a picture. You want me to draw a picture? Hold on. All right, so let's draw a blouse. Neckline, shoulder, armhole, side seam, bottom, up. Okay, so there's my picture of a top. So, let's say that we've taken the shoulder in on the 5/8 inch or the 1/2 inch line, okay? We've taken it in like that. And we decide that one of our shoulders is lower than the other shoulder. Let me get a different color and show you how you take it in, because I think there might be a tad of a misunderstanding. All right, I found a pink marker. So, notice how I have shown the way I take my shoulder in. The black stitches would be the original seam allowance. The pink stitches would be me taking it in from my low shoulder. You only take it in out here by the sleeve. You don't take it in by the neck. The neck stays the same. So you take it in out here and angle it up to the original neckline. Now, it's possible that the neckline's too high for you. Mine's always too high for me. I hate things up here choking me, so I make my neck down here, like where it's touching my chest instead of my neck. That's just how I like mine. So that may be making your shoulder look funky. But if you've taken this tuck in and it's thrown center front, off center, you didn't need that. You didn't need that, especially by your neck. Okay, so be sure you're only taking it in out there. Then you're going to lower this part down there. You're going to lower that part the same distance. Now, if you take in a 1/4 inch tuck up here, that totals a 1/2 inch. So when you cut this out, you come down a 1/2 inch. This is if you're talking 1/2 inch lower, all right? Because remember, at the top, you're taking 2/4. You're taking 2 pieces. So if you're taking 2/4, that's a 1/2 inch. If you're taking 2 halves, that's 1 inch. So whatever the total of 2 is, you take that down here under the arm. I hope that makes sense. But the center front always has to be in your center front. If you start fiddling with your shoulders and you pull it up and suddenly you're off center on center front, something's wrong. Don't do that. Don't ever do anything that pulls center front off center. Okay? Hope that helps. Remember, I'm only an expert on my own body. Anyway, top number 3, the Joy Top. You want to make one? I'm making number 4. Like I said, Judy Kessinger is going to come out with the Joy Top. She gives you the drawing for the square neck, and she gives you the little circle embroideries that are on her top. So, hey, do something. Make a round neck, make a V-neck, but use some of your decorative stitches. Lots of fun. But, important, 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 important. Let me do another drawing for you now that I'm into drawing. Say that you're getting ready to cut this top out and you want to do some embroidery here on your top. Don't cut your top out correctly. Leave extra. Cut it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Then draw. Draw with chalk or draw with a friction marker the actual lines of your top. This will open up. This is on the fold. Remember, this is on the fold here. In most cases, that's on the fold. So cut your top out like on that pink line. Spam risk. Cut your top out bigger. Then, after you get your embroidery on it, put your pattern back on and you will find out this side was very much different than this side. So I lined them up and put my pattern back on and then cut it out. Very important. And yes, you need stabilizer on the back. I actually ironed Fusi knit on the back of this. I put a cutaway stabilizer on the back, and I put a wash away stabilizer on the top. All right? Fun, huh? Something new and different. End of insert. I got new fabric. You want to see my new fabric? I have not bought new fabric. Number one, I don't ever need another piece of fabric ever. But I have not bought any new fabric for a long time because I haven't really seen anything I liked, and I imagine it's because of COVID. And I think that the stores just aren't getting anything in. So, my friend Viv, y'all know Viv, she finally got her tooth fixed, you guys. Oh my gosh, turned out it was a different tooth. Oh, I'm so happy for her that she finally got that solved. Oh my goodness, that is just a miracle. So she's feeling much better. And we've got something coming up. It may be October before it happens, but something's coming up and she's going to be back. I know, you're super excited. Okay, so here was the thing. She said, look what I got from Fabric Mart. I said, oh my gosh, I didn't think you were buying anything. She said, well, they had some cute stuff. So I thought, well, if Viv found some cute stuff, maybe I'll find some cute stuff. And, you know, just bored out of my mind. And one morning, drinking my first cuppa, I thought, well, I'll just go over there to Fabric Mart Fabrics and see if there's anything. So I unfortunately found several pieces. You want to see them? Hold on. So here's the first one. This is one of the daily specials. It had a funny name. I don't remember what she called it. Twilight or something. I don't know. Anyway, this one is really nice. It's just your usual. I don't know if it's cotton or not. Let's see what the heck it is. Tiffany it was called. Tiffany Blue Cotton Lycra Jersey Knit. Yeah. Very nice. I may have to do a square neck. I'm going to have a lot of square neck. I don't have a single square neck garment in my entire closet. So I have 3 made and I'm fixing to have 4. So I need to try it in a woven. Okay? So I don't know if any of this is left, but that one day she had it on sale for $3.99. So I got that. I think that's really pretty. This is a fabric I do not have any of in my stash. Do I sound like Minnie Mouse? I do to me. Maybe my ears are clogged up. I wouldn't be surprised. This one is really different. I think it's linen and navy natural linen cotton. Linen cotton. This is a nice linen, you guys, because it doesn't wrinkle. It says to dry clean, but it's not going to get dry clean. Not at my house. It's going in the washer as soon as I get done showing it to you. But wouldn't that be fun on the diagonal? Diagonals, do diagonals diagonally. I think that would be fun. Alright, it's blue and a beige. And it's quite fun. I like it a lot. It's going in the washer and dryer. I would not have purchased that if I had known it said dry clean only, because I don't do dry clean duty. I tell you, things I have taken to the dry cleaner have come back messed up, half pressed, not pressed at all, buttons missing. Just, I don't like dry cleaners. Alright, now here's another one. This is a pretty soft, calming, soothing one. I really like it. It's soft. It's soft and kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say slick, but it's just, oh, it's just a really nice feel of this one right here. I think this would be a really cute dress with a sweater. Even though this is a cotton, soft cotton fabric that you would wear in the cotton or you would wear it in the cotton or the spring. Run through the cotton patch in the spring. Oh, I guess I need more sleep, don't I? Anyway, it doesn't matter that the fabric is lightweight because all you got to do is put a topper over it. You know, because every place you go, unless you're standing outside in a freezing cold blizzard with icicles falling on your head, you know, it doesn't matter because you're going to be inside where there's a heater. So, all you need is a topper, a coat, wear some of those support hose like I do. Boy, those will keep you warm. My husband's always saying, you don't have your hose on. Why don't you have those stockings on? I said, because I hate them. Okay. Aqua Seafoam Muted Teal Ocean Blue, 100% cotton. I'm telling you, I don't think this even wrinkles, honestly. It doesn't. It's just, it wrinkles a little bit, but oh my gosh, this is a lovely fabric. I am so happy I got it. Aqua Seafoam Muted Teal Ocean Blue 100% Cotton Pixelated Print Sateen. Now, all my other sateens have some stretch in them, but this does not. No stretch at all. But they're calling it a sateen, so I guess that's why it's got kind of like that shininess. Oh, it's just lovely. Now remember, Fabric Mart Fabrics, fabrics plural, fabricmartfabricsplural.com. This they only had 1 yard left of. But I really liked it. It feels kind of like the one I just showed you. It does. It's another kind of slick one. Where is your sign? Everybody needs a sign. There's a sign. White muted black 100% cotton scrolling floral print sateen. It is. It's that sateen again, you guys. Oh, if you see this sateen, buy it. I'm telling you, it is luscious. It is just luscious. Now, you always say you like me in blue, so when I see a pretty blue, I buy a blue. This one would be a really cute dress, too. You know, you can make the simplest dress. Just make a cap sleeve, shift, put some bust darts in it, and make a cute topper to go over it. Oh, I just think it would be lovely and so comfortable. Let's see if this is a sateen. This is a sky blue, marine blue, white, gray, black, 100% cotton, overlapping floral print. I don't know. It is a SKU of SKC 5177R, if there's any of it left. But isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Oh, these are just luscious cottons. They're not like quilting cottons. These are not quilting cottons. These are lovely shirting cottons. Very, very nice. This one's beautiful. I like it very much. My last one is your usual Joy fabric with the giant flowers. And this is another knit. I don't know if it's a cotton knit, but this is some sunflowers. How fun is that? And notice in the middle of the flowers, there's pink. Do you see the pink going on? I thought that was such a fun surprise. I can make yellow and pink earrings to go with. This one is called Black, White, Golden, Yellow, Multi Cotton Lycra Daisy Print. See, these knits that have cotton and lycra in them, I am really liking them. Hey, I could make a square top dress out of that. I think that's what I'm going to do, y'all. I think I'm going to make a square top dress with the dolman sleeve out of this. Won't that be nice? And I might even make it long. Would that be too many sunflowers? I don't know. I'll have to go look in the mirror. It's a pretty one, y'all. You want the SKU on it? It's S like Sam, F like father, B like boy. SFB 5442D as in dog. If they have any more of this and you like knits, luscious. So I wanted to show you that, my new fabrics that I didn't need. You know, we're waiting on our carpet. We paid for our flooring, paid for it. I just got the bill. Paid for the flooring August the 10th. Still, he said it would take a couple days to get it. Last we heard, it was in Dallas. He's told us twice it's in Dallas, and he had to go get it. But now, supposedly, it didn't get to Dallas yet. It's the usual. It's just the usual. We paid for the carpet 2 or 3 weeks ago. He called us last week, or we called him, and he said it'll be here in 2 days. Well, it's been, what, 5, 6 days? It's just, I'm telling you. I guess we should be glad if we already paid for it by the time we finally get it, right? We have to move. I'm going to have to move all that fabric because we have to move the IKEA bookshelves. So, got to take all the fabric off, move the IKEA bookshelves. We got the new IKEA bookshelves, but they're over in Jerry's barn because we're not going to put those together until the carpet's down. So, I don't know. Compared to what other people are going to, those fires in California, oh, bless you people. Bless you. God bless you. Help. 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 Father, people go through such hard things. Such hard things. I just can't imagine having your home burned down. I can't imagine. And I have a friend there. And And I said, oh, he had to leave his home because the fire was like right in his backyard. And several weeks later I said, well, did you get to go home yet? And he said, no. He said, my home didn't burn, but everything else burned. All of the telephone lines, all of the computer lines, all of the water lines. And so they have no electricity. All the electric lines, they have no electricity, no water. Everything in their fridge and their freezer is spoiled. It's just, oh my God, it's like the end of the world. So I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you people have to go through. I mean, what I'm going through is nothing, and I feel awful for even complaining at all. Even Jerry said the other day when he was hurting, and we were watching the news about those fires, and Jerry said, Joy, we are so blessed. He said, our problems are so nothing compared to what some people go through. And then you people that live where those horrible riots are. Those people, they want us to like them. They want us to respect them. Hello? Oh my gosh. I never had anything against them to start with, but now, oh my gosh. Just horrible. Absolutely horrible what they are doing. And I am so sorry for any of you that have been near that, around that, lost your businesses, lost a loved one. I am so sorry. I tell you, that's part of the problem with my not making videos a lot lately, is I've been so sad and so heartbroken over what's going on in our country. It's just so unnecessary and so wrong. Oh, I just pray somehow God delivers us. What did Jesus pray? Deliver us from evil. Oh God, please deliver us from evil. One more really fast insert. I forgot about the code. The code JOY. J-O-Y, Joy. If you go to fitnicesystems.com, Judy Kessinger's place, she's the one that made the Joy top. If you use the code JOY, she's giving 20% off of her 2 patterns. She only has pants and a top. Okay, and you get 20% off. And remember, you don't just get a pattern, you get all kinds of things that go with it. Okay? End of insert. I love you all. Be sure to vote. Most important election in our lifetime and in the history of America. I'll be back soon, but bye for now.